Hi guys, Dan here. You may remember some previous videos I did where I was talking about hops, and as you know, I put some rhizomes in and they're starting to come up now, and I also had some seeds that I got online, and I was soaking them in water, and I put them in some peat moss, and they've been in the fridge for 6 weeks, sort of simulating winter. So now I've got some shoots coming out, so it's time to have a look at that and think about putting them in some pots and growing some seedlings. Now the idea of this is to generate some male and female hop plants, and from the males I'll be able to do some crosses with the rhizomes that I've got growing in the garden. So let's go have a look at the hops. So this is just the peat moss and the seeds within the peat moss. So it's been in the fridge for, like I said, 6 weeks now, and we're starting to see some germinating seeds. Only one, but seeds, given that one's germinating, I think the others probably aren't far off it, and it's about time to get these in the ground so they can start the next stage of life. You just see the little germinating seed there, but yeah, it seems to be the only one. The peat moss ideas work really well, and it's just a matter of keeping it moist, keeping it in a sealed bag in the fridge. So you want to keep the temperature down, but you don't want it to dry out. So it's very important to keep that moisture in there. And on the other hop fronts, I actually moved my location. You might have noticed from an early video I had the hops growing under a tree, but decided to move them, so I put them actually into existing gardens. Been planting some other things too, like some tomatoes, heaps and heaps of tomatoes here, about 4 different varieties. But the hops are starting to, the rhizomes that I planted earlier, and these will be the rhizomes that I'm going to do the crosses with, they're starting to come up too, and they're looking really good. So we've got one here, and it's got another little branch off the other side here, so 2 vines growing in different directions. That's Tetnang, that one. So Tetnang's one of the interesting flavours I want to experiment with. And that'll probably just grow up that sugar cane there. Yeah, just here I've got another rhizome just popping up. Not quite as robust, this one, but it's just sort of coming out of the ground. It's interesting with hops how the different varieties respond differently to the same soil and same water. So you do see varietal variation, you know, as they deal with the nutrient, soil, weather. This one's going really well here, starting to pop out. So those rhizomes are starting to come on. A little bit of a difference for each variety, as I said, but overall they've all come up. That's a good start. What I've done here is I've just planted those seeds we were looking at earlier in some pots, and just watered that in. And really interesting now, this is about 2 weeks later, you can just see the hop seeds germinating, which I'm really quite glad of that. I was so worried I actually started digging around to see if they were germinating or not, but they are, and they're coming up, and that's all good news. So just be a matter of bringing these up about an inch or so and then transplanting them. So keep posted, keep subscribing if you're interested, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.